Hi all, my name is Saurabh Joshi and I'm currently working as a brand manager in one of the e-commerce companies. So I'm making this video of how and below average student made it to IIM. So before starting, who are the people for whom this video is relevant? So if you are struggling with CAT examination, whether it is right for you or not, you have given maybe one or two attempts and you didn't get the percentile that you wanted, and by that I mean, like, if you are aiming for a 90 plus and you ended up getting 30, 40, 50, 60 percentile, those are the people who should watch this video rather than somebody who was aiming for a 99 plus and he got a 98 or a 95 percentile. This video is not for you. And even if you, in your mock strategy or in your mocks you are getting above 90 percentile right now with a lot of months to go for CAT, this video is not for you. This video is basically for people who have never cracked any examination and want to desperately crack this one examination and build confidence based on its results. So in this video I'll be referring to my notes so that this video is more valuable for you. So yes, let's start. So as I said, I'm currently in corporate life and I've been working for close to 4 years as of starting of 2026. And I thought of making this video because my honest preparation, like vlog, or you can say this, whatever video this will help students to get one of the perspectives on how you need to prepare for this examination. So, like I said, I prepared for a lot of examinations, starting from IIT JEE, then gave CDS, few bank exams also, and then thought of preparing for UPSC. And thankfully, at that time, I got one feedback that you are decent in aptitude. So, if you have some inclinations towards CAT exam, you should seriously, sincerely prepare for CAT. So I took that visionary advice and started preparing for CAT. And so I joined a coaching. My first attempt was kind of casual only. And so I was going to the coaching center. I was studying well there. Like, by the time the class was going, I was fully focused, attentive. I was like fully sincere by the duration of the class. But as soon as I came home, I was not studying. So my only preparation for my first year was that coaching institute and 5 6 mocks that I gave. So that was the only preparation I did for the first attempt, and I ended up getting a very low percentile, like 50 60 percentile. And then in my second year, I thought of changing my strategy. I became a bit more sincere, and that mindset shift was because of some family pressure also. My father, he was like, you need to be sincere and serious towards your life now. You're wasting years. So that was one of the motivation. And then in my coaching also, like within span of few days of receiving this feedback in my coaching also, the mentor told like, uh, till how long are you guys going to prepare for this examination, because the ultimate goal is to get a decent job, start working, building your career. No matter how much effort you put in this preparation, the eventual goal is that getting a good package, good salary, good job, and doing well there and building your career. So it kind of started to frustrate me that I am being stuck. My friends are moving ahead. I'm not doing anything. I'm not part of the corporate culture as yet. So this was my second motivation, that I think enough is enough. And the third motivation that I received again from one of my mentors, who told me that uh, you have to put in the effort at least once in your life if you want to achieve something. And it stayed with me, like, for once, let's put in that effort and see. And like, I have been very lucky that whenever I have put in the efforts, I have got the desired results. So these were my motivations. So, but like I said, my first year of preparation was very casual. So there were few things like discipline. I lacked discipline. I was very indisciplined. That's why I was not able to crack examinations. Second was motivation. I was not motivated like for a long period. Like I can be motivated by one video and then I'll work for 1 2 days and then the motivation will go away. So what I did was I have to like first attack these like my weaknesses, which is discipline and motivation. So what I did was I analyzed my first year's performance, which was that when I used to go to coaching, there I was studying, but post that I was not studying. So what I did was there was a library in my coaching institute. So I used to go there at 10 in the morning, attend my class at whatever time it is, be it at 12, 2 or 4 of 2 hours. But I used to stay in the coaching 10 to 6. So no matter whether I have a class or not, I'll be going to coaching regularly. And so regularly that I was going to coaching for like 7 days a week. And so this was part of my first weakness, which was the discipline angle. Then second part was the motivation part. So there also I used like this strategy that I will reach out to everyone. Like this was new year of preparation. So I will like without thinking of my image or what the other person will think. Anyone who is doing well in the class, I'll reach out to them and ask them, let's form a WhatsApp group and we can share doubts with each other and resolve. So basically my thing was I'll share my questions and they will share their questions. So this to and fro will happen and it will benefit me only. Like I'll have my motivation going, and in the process like I'll have people to motivate me also when I'm down. So eventually what happened that people observed that I was staying back. So people joined me. I made few very good friends. Like they're still my buddies. We talk on a daily basis. We now discuss corporate lives. Okay, personal matlab accomplishments and everything. So basically we were a group of 7 8 folks, and we used to come in the morning around 10 and then leave coaching by 6 7. So we were not studying the whole time. Most of the time we were having fun, chilling, eating outside, okay, playing Uno and all that stuff. But we did study. So compared to what I was doing last year, this year I was at least studying. So look, uh, it wasn't like I cracked 99.99. I just did well. I did almost decently well to get into like one of the IIMs. Okay, so but I had a lot of benefits from this group study, and my friends also. Like we, the CAT is not just about that particular exam. Once you crack CAT, you have your sectional cutoffs clear, which were I think 85 percentile for all three section, 80 85 percentile. After that, you need to prepare for VAT, your GK, your presentation skills, extempore, or how you have to uh, behave in an interview. So all these stuff comes with your like this is basically a result of your peer learning. So when you have 7 8 folks preparing for one examination, they'll do their research. They will come up with, like for example, इसका इतना cut off है, and some news related to IIMs or some global news related to job market. So these kind of discussions used to happen in that library. So that also benefited a lot. Okay, and now coming to the main preparation part. So the three sections. Okay, so how this 10 to 6 helped me was we were preparing together, we were giving mocks together. In my first attempt I gave 5 6 mocks because of these folks which I joined in my second year of preparation. I had the motivation. I ended up giving 35 to 40 mocks. Okay, we used to come sharp at 10, give mocks for 3 hours, and then analyze them. Okay, so if somebody, one of the guys is doing well in verbal, the other one doing well the DILR of the same mock of that day, other person doing well in quant, so you can reach out to them. Okay, what was your strategy? How you approached? Look, one is your examination strategy, that how you are going to spend those 3 hours. Now it is 2 hours. Second is how you approach a question. Okay, so whoever was doing well, I reached out to them. So I will not go into the details of how I did verbal, how I did quants, how I prepared for DILR. That I will do in like coming videos. But here I want to talk about one thing at least, which was, I think, very important, is that you have to be honest in your preparation. Like, for example, if you are doing one quants question, and you read it and you don't understand it, so how soon are you going to check the answer? If you are immediately you read it, you don't get the answer, you tried once and you are looking into the answer, it doesn't mean that you know it now. Because this was, I think, uh, I was very, you can say, very focused on this thing, that I am going to try a lot. My friends, no matter how ahead they are, and because it's not about completing the syllabus, it's about whether you are understanding what they are asking for. Okay, so it's an application based examination. Even if you cover, if you have completed entire quant section in terms of your like notes and everything, there could be high possibility that someone who has done one fourth of the syllabus ends up scoring more than you, because he is clear with the concepts. He has put in the efforts to understand the question. He hasn't given up very easily. He has, like, for example, one quants question, you are giving 10 to 15 minutes for one question. This I'm talking about the preparation phase, not within the mock. Okay, I'm not talking about when you are giving the mock, I'm talking about when you are preparing. So invest time in your questions. Okay, don't give up so easily. Like, at least try for 3 to 4 times each quants question, then give up, and then analyze ki why you were not able to do it, whether it is about that you don't know about the concepts. For example, if the question is related to numbers and you have not studied that, so you have to put in the remark that I have not studied it. But if it is like, say, TSD, time speed distance, and that you have studied, but then why you are not able to like answer it? Because everyone knows the same formulas. Then why is that somebody is able to crack and you are not? It is because they have put in the efforts in understanding the application also. So you have to put in the efforts in terms of not leaving the question and trying very hard to get the answer, no matter how much time it takes. Like, for example, in the first attempt, if you can get the answer done in 20 minutes, I'm 100% sure you'll get it done in like 2 minutes when you attempt that question second time, because it would be very fresh in your mindset that how you approach these questions and what is the right approach of solving them. Similar is the case with VARCs also. They're also, when you are not giving the mock, invest time in that passage. If you're not understanding it, just mark ki what is the core subject, like whether it's related to history, geopolitics, or it's a random, for example, Wall Street Journal article. Like, what is the subject of that that passage, and why you don't, why you are not comfortable. For example, some people might be interested in cars, so if a passage comes related to cars, you will immediately get like attracted or interested into that passage. But if it is related to, let's say, Roman culture, you have no understanding about the Roman history, then it will be very difficult for you to crack that passage. Okay, so while attending every passage, if you don't understand that like subject of that passage, read it again and again, like 2 3 times same passage when you are preparing. Get hold of the language that they are referring. Okay, and this I'm talking especially about the past year papers, the past year questions of quants passages, and LRDI also. Look, for LRDI, if the same question which you have done earlier comes, then only you will be able to do it very fast. Otherwise, everyone is at the same page. Okay, so you have to develop logical thinking, and to develop that you have to be boring, you have to invest time in that question. It's not about completing the syllabus. This is my main message that I'm trying to convey, that you have to invest time when you are preparing, and don't go for the number of sets or the number of question. Go for quality. Like, I am going to do 5 quants question, 1 LR, 1 DI, 1 passage, but at the end of the day I'll make sure that I completely understand all of them. For example, in your future mocks, if a similar passage related to the similar subject line or a similar looking DI comes, LR, it would be very, like, you'll be very lucky to get a known LR set, but DI too you can get. And in quants also, if you get a similar kind of a question there, you will have the triggers, like this is how it's done. Okay, so next, so like I said, in my first attempt I lacked discipline and motivation, that I covered with 10 to 6 and this group formation. Okay, anything else? So basically, I made this channel where I'll be discussing in detail about LR strategy, DI strategies, quants, and verbal also. So, and if you are preparing for CAT and you want like my mentorship, you can reach out to me. And in like description, I'll attach my LinkedIn profile also. You can go through it, and if you find this video useful, you can reach out to me. And if you like the video, please give your feedback on this video so that I can improve what I can do more. And in this channel, like, I started off with where my journey started. Like, I was a very average student. Cats like kind of changed my life because I never achieved success of this proportion before. For me, even getting into IIM was a big thing because I have never achieved anything. Like, somebody who is a pass out from IIT, NIT, for him getting a new IIM is not a big deal. But for me, it was, and I know a lot of folks who are currently preparing for CAT. For them also, it would be a big deal to get into one of the IIMs. So I thought of preparing this honest video. Okay, and like in my coming videos, I'll discuss about my strategies and how I prepared each section, mock analysis. I think the game changer is mock analysis. I'll put a detailed video on mock analysis, how I did. And I made one error book. I'll talk about that, and how I transitioned my profile from nothing to like a MBA worthy profile. Okay, because in MBA also, like, if you don't have a lot of things to flex, like if you are not from a top college, your 10 12 grades are not very good, how are you going to get that first internship opportunity in your MBA, even if you crack CAT? So I put in a lot of efforts during my MBA college also, so that I will discuss. And then I'll move on to my corporate set of how I started my career in sales, then moved to product marketing to brand marketing. So these are the few things that are in my mind, and let's see how it goes about it. And please share your feedback. Thank you for watching.